Well. Looks like President-elect decided to give us a little pep talk yesterday. Yesterday, right? Yes, yesterday. From the office of the President-elect. Oh, look at that. Isn't that so cute and wonderful? I found some things interesting about this video, which I thought I'd share with you. And I'm sure none of you who are paying attention, or none of all of you who are paying attention, will probably find these same things interesting. But let's get into it. First thing I noticed is that Biden, of course, was leading the people to believe that our current economic situation is mainly from the virus. And although the actions taken in response to the appearance of the virus do have a significant impact, I'm going to tell you no, that's not it. The virus was about to crash anyways. The economy was about to crash anyways. Yeah, it'd be very interesting if a virus crashed. But this is the consequence of doing things all in one take. But anyways, as I was saying, yeah, our economy was fucked. And things were going to be probably this bad anyways. Oh, you don't believe me? Oh, well. Why don't you go look up for yourself? Look up things like the history of the corporate bond market or the history of commercial real estate vacancies or asset utilization percentages, or how about the fact that a couple years ago we had a lot of homeless full-time workers, and it wasn't because they were hiring homeless people for full-time jobs. Yeah, the economy was fucked. It's so nice and convenient that we had something to blame it on that isn't everything else regarding our economic system. But enough about that. Another thing I noticed in this video is that, Biden used some of the same rhetoric as Trump. Oh, we gotta make American workers competitive in the global market. Yeah. Just little things. Guess Trump wasn't such a bad guy after all. I mean, after all, Biden apparently came up with a completely original idea that everybody should get a $2,000 check. Yeah, it was his idea and his idea alone. I'm pretty sure. Nope, no one else's idea at all whatsoever. I remember hearing things like, oh, we should make their economy scream, make them hurt so bad that they're begging for a new government so that we can get to the government that we want in there. Something along those lines. I'm not going to mince over the wording. You get the general idea. And we've always heard this in use of another country, never our own. Well, now, I didn't really want Trump. I didn't like Trump. He was fucking gutter trash, just like this person you see before you. Another self-centered psychopath who doesn't care about who he stepped on to get what he wanted. Just like the person you see before you. The person who now wants to buy your love with money. But at the same time, should Trump be taken off social media? No. Should he be impeached? No. Should he be prevented from ever running again? No. Because we live on precedent, don't we? What does it say when the impeachment process is used as a weapon, nothing more than a weapon against political enemies? But enough of that about that. Let's talk about how Joe Biden wants to raise the minimum wage to $15 an hour. Oh, aren't all these people happy their fight for 15 is coming to fruition? It has nothing nothing to do, I'm sure, with the fact that so much money has been printed that that's just worthless anymore. Realistically, if you want to talk about a full-time job where you can support yourself and hopefully a family, or even just yourself, really, you need a lot more than $15 an hour. And that's why I've always said I was never interested in the fight for 15. At least not in that sense. The only fight for 15 I was ever really interested in is a 15-hour work week that provides a person the ability to live their life. Adequate funding, adequate resources for all they could need just for a 15-hour work week. Because in the age of automation, that's just the practical thing to do. But no, Joe Biden, he's all about the $15 an hour work week right now, and he's urging Congress to do it. Wonder why you have to urge people that are part of your own group to do it. Especially since they're so lockstep anymore, aren't they? But we're going to get a check from what it sounds like. Well, thank you, Donald Trump. Thank you for the $2,000 check in advance, because I know it'll happen. Because now that the boogeyman is gone, we have to buy your love. So what will you do with your check? Oh, I'm sure many people will go out and buy another TV or some useless gadget. But in my area, people will still be able to find a meal. Now, I'm not saying that to toot my own horn. Fuck you, fuck myself, fuck everybody. I don't give a fuck. But I do recognize the fact that there are necessities. And why should I indulge when somebody else who, through no fault of their own, doesn't have the necessities? And the reason why I'm mentioning this to you is, again, not to toot my own horn, although you're free to think that as much as you want. Go ahead. It's your opinion. I invite it. But mainly, I just want to pose that to you when I once again ask you the question, what will you do with your check? Think about it.